I was struggling with what content that would be helpful to people looking at my channels and around generative AI and things like that. And I was talking to my brother, and he's, dude, you use this all day long. Just write down what you did and tell people about it. And the thing is that how that goes, when you get used to doing something, it just becomes natural. And you'd think that everybody just thinks and works like that. I'm glad my brother said this to me because I was doing something the other day and it hit me that while I was doing it, it just felt like the right thing to do. And it actually was very useful. So what was happening is I was filling out it wasn't really an application. It's between an application and an RFP for work. I'm a consultant. And so it was asking a bunch of ancillary questions. So it had to send what the projects were that you worked on, and then it asked some other questions. And so what I did with those questions was I read the question and I just typed into the prompt, into ChatGPT, just brain dump what I was thinking about with the question, this technology, this thing. And then what I did was I said, use the previous information to answer this question. Then I cut and pasted the question on the form into ChatGPT. So basically what I was doing was how we talk about building prompts, give it some context, ask it a question, and then I basically gave it quote unquote a format to follow. What's the question? And the great thing is that it took the question and then it took my information and it cleaned it up. So now it was a little bit more readable and I didn't have to think through what the right way to say it and make it sound professional or whatever, but it was very cool. So basically you can do this with any form, any process, anything you're doing, email. I know people talk about that a lot. Job applications, sometimes job applications ask you to summarize things, and even though it's in your resume. And so what you can do is you can cut and paste that section out of your resume and you can say terms like clean this up and answer this question. But if you just say answer this question, it's going to naturally clean it up. And then make sure you go back and read it, because if it adds something in there that you didn't mean to, you want to make sure you edit that out or clean it up. But in my case, all the answers were great. Probably some of the best stuff that I've written. It was short and sweet, but I think a good tip, right? So take whatever your brain dump, read the question, brain dump your answer, and then feed it to ChatGPT and ask it to answer the question for you. So cool. Thanks and have fun.